Hello.
Hi, Komana.
Welcome to the channel. Today we have an exciting guest, as you can see. I mean, just look at our outfits. I'm sure you know what this episode is about. So, I'll not introduce her. I'm going to let her introduce herself. So, over to you. Please, who are you?
Thank you very much. I'm Patricia Marukutsira Katanga, Mrs. A mother of three. Yeah, Komana is the firstborn, Karango is the second, and Kushoma is the last one. Thank you.
Okay. What else?
I'm married to a Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Tonga by choice, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
Lamba Namwanga by birth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an educationist and a mother.
Okay. So, this is my mom. When you see me here, this is the mama that brought me here. Okay, so let's start with the first question. So when I asked you to introduce yourself, you mentioned mother, you mentioned being Mrs., being someone's wife, you mentioned being an educationalist. So without all those titles, who would you describe yourself to be?
Personally, I'm a person who's resilient,
Mm-hmm.
determined,
Mm-hmm.
and someone who brings family together, whether they are rich or poor.
Okay.
Even other people who are not even related to me, I open doors to them.
Okay.
That's the kind of a person. And I'm a Christian, above all.
Okay. 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 Christian above all.
Mm.
So, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I grew up, I wanted to be a chef. That was my dream.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I applied at a college where they train chefs, it was very expensive. I didn't have money. My father had relocated to Tanzania as an ambassador with my other siblings and my other mother. I was left behind. So I thought, what else can I do since I've completed my grade 12?
Mm-hmm.
That's how come I applied to train as a primary school teacher because at that time our first president, Kenneth Kaunda,
Mm-hmm.
used to I mean, he had there was a free education from grade 1 to tertiary.
Okay.
So I went for free at Livingstone, David Livingstone Training College, and I chose home economics because from the beginning I wanted to be a chef. I said if I do home economics,
It's related.
at least it's related. That time at primary school colleges, you needed a skill and other academic subjects. So the skill course I chose rather, was home economics. It was a 2-year program and I completed.
Okay. Chef. But you're still a chef.
Yeah, I've seen myself to be a chef after having my children.
Mm.
I, yeah, I experiment with a lot of recipes and I ran a restaurant at one point
Mm-hmm.
and I could see my passion coming out. Yeah, even when I missed that chance of going to college as a chef.
Okay. So, what was the most surprising thing about being a mother?
The most surprising thing about being a mother was to see a smile of a baby to take away all your problems. Just when you see a baby smile, you don't think of the burdens that you have,
Mm-hmm.
the problems that you have. It gives you happiness. You have that. You just have that happiness in you. You smile at the baby smiles at you. You forget all the hurdles around you.
Wow. We are learning. We are learning.
Mm.
Okay. So, do you remember the moment you found out you were pregnant with me?
Yes and no. Yeah,
Mm.
I would say no in the first place because it took a year and some months to conceive.
Mm-hmm.
And every month I would like, maybe this month it won't be that time of a month. Yeah, I'll see myself pregnant. And sometimes I would even have symptoms of nausea and whatever. Come this month end, things happen. I feel down, low cast.
Mm.
Now you go to church, people are talking, they just have their own conversation, but you think they're saying, how come this woman is not conceiving?
Mm.
Because we always think like they won't say, how come this man is not making this woman pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
But you always think they're saying, why is she not
She not pregnant.
conceiving?
Mm.
As if it's you conceive on your own.
Mm.
But that's just the mind of a mother, rather a lady becoming a mother. But then at one point, I went to see a doctor, Dr. Mukadenge Meiso, rest in peace. Yeah, then he told me sometimes it's just hormonal balances between the two, and they like, so he put me on some hormones. Yeah, down the line, I conceived, but that time of the month, I still, yeah, had
Mm-hmm.
my menses, but with pregnancy.
Okay.
So the doctor was like, "No, you've tested positive, but why are you having menses?" So he put me on some hormones to continue, and then it stopped. And yeah, I was positive that I was pregnant.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
You've never told me
Yes,
that.
you hear some things for the first time, very first time in your life, in your entire life.
Wow. Okay, so now you're pregnant
Hmm.
and you finally have me.
Hmm.
What was the first year of motherhood like for you?
I can say the first year wasn't that easy. I was I wasn't young as such. I was 27, if
Mm.
not mistaken. But just the first experience, and you have this daughter just becomes sickly from nowhere after when the baby was born. When you were born, you were
Mm-hmm.
very healthy, a healthy
Mm-hmm.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
So the first day when you were born, they had to sanction you and so on. But you were a healthy baby. But down the line, 2, 3 months, you just became sickly, having diarrhea, which was not ending.
Mm-hmm.
You cough. You go to the hospital. They would say we can't see anything, any problem. That gave me a lot of worries. Now, if I lose this baby, if this and that, yeah. But I thank God, my husband is prayerful, and we really had people helped us to come together, and finally you picked up, and
Mm.
yeah, we moved on. Otherwise fears were there to say, if this baby dies, then what? People say she has failed to keep a child.
You were living in a lot of fears.
A lot of fears, and worse still, you were not eating.
Mm-hmm.
You were a big problem where eating is concerned. I couldn't feed you alone unless I have a helper.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you could eat is to put you under the thighs.
Mm-hmm.
Then the immediate you see the spoon and the plate, you start
Run.
screaming. As you are screaming, you are putting the porridge in the mouth
And
and
closing the
then
mouth.
and closing the nose so that when you fail to breathe, you swallow. Immediate you swallow again, you open crying.
Again, you put them.
You close the mouth, you swallow until the food is done.
Mm.
Immediate you finish eating, you even stop crying. And my fear was, if I don't really put in the effort in this girl, they'll say this woman is home economics teacher and the child does malnutrition.
Mm.
And at the hospital, they used to embarrass those parents. They would admit them with a child and start feeding that child on soya.
Mm.
And everyone would know they have failed to feed their child. And that was my greatest fear. If you dad be admitted for malnutrition in the abundance of food in the home? I said, no, we'll have to force this girl to eat. But finally, appetite picked and yeah.
But maybe don't you think maybe whenever I would eat, it would affect my stomach? That's why I didn't want to eat.
Stubbornness. You were just stubborn.
Mm.
You had no issues with food when you eat, but just stubborn.
So I didn't even have a favorite. Like, okay, this one, if you give me, I'll eat.
The favorite was yogurt.
Okay.
But then there was no way we could feed you on yogurt through and through. We needed to feed you on a balanced meal, yes, so that you have the strength. You are very active, slim and very active. But just that eating was something else. Was something else.
Okay. So apart from that, what else? Like, how was your first year? Was it easy? Was it hard?
Most of the times in the first few months, I used to have sleepless nights, crying. Just from nowhere, the baby just starts crying. The nappy is okay. You put the breast, doesn't want to feed, just crying. You wake up, your husband is also tired, he's sleeping. In the end, the baby is crying, I'm also crying. But then as days went on, started getting used and started enjoying my motherhood.
Okay. Apologies for the trouble.
Apology taken.
Okay, so in what ways do you think motherhood made you better as a person or worse as a person?
Okay. Motherhood made me better as a person because I learned to be patient.
So you were not patient before?
Not much until I became a mother.
Okay.
I learned to be patient, not to like, what can I say? Not to rush things. I would take each day as it comes. I'm a mother, I should see this child grow. I'm a mother, I should look after this husband. So I would work on myself where patience is concerned. So much that I don't offend my husband and I don't forsake my child. Yeah. I needed to balance life.
Okay.
So I learned to balance both, and I pray to God to help me not to look like I'm now inclined to the child more than my husband.
Did it work?
It worked. It worked.
You teach us.
I know.
You need to teach us, the future mothers.
I teach you how to do
it. Okay. So how did your relationship with your mothers change after you had children?
After our children, that's when I reflected that this is what my mother went through to bring me up. It made me start calling oftenly and appreciate her by buying her little gifts, which she really appreciated also. I could see the sacrifices that she went through, and she raised me as a single mother. I appreciated that she really went through hell, and she did a lot. She did a lot. It changed my perception towards her. I loved her more.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so what's something that mothers today have or do that you wish you had in your time?
There are lots, but I'll say one thing. What one thing are diapers?
You hated washing nappies, huh?
I tell you, it was hell. And my mother used to say, when I visit, I don't want to find a soiled napkin. They have to be white. It was hell because you were born in May and June is cold. We used to be cold. This time, I don't know, the weather is changing. But that time, June used to be June. There was a time when I lined up 20 napkins on the line and they were not drying. I had 2 dozens, which meant I had 2 remaining. And that was the time you had terrible diarrhea. I was like, now what do I do?
You iron them.
They're not drying. And this baby needs nappies. You had to think, not ironing as such, but you had to cut my chtenges and use them as nappies.
You'd have ironed them or put them behind the fridge.
Yeah, I think I would have done that, but I don't know. I didn't do that. Just depressed me sort of to say, now I don't have money to buy more nappies and these nappies are finishing and this diarrhea thing,
it's not stopping.
It's not stopping. If I had diapers that time, my mother would have been very easy. I wouldn't even maybe employ the maid in my time for leave. Because I was given 3 months maternity leave, but I had to hire a maid because I needed a helper. Definitely, I needed a helper because of the nappies.
Yeah.
Every day washing.
You wash every day.
Yes.
Okay. So, if you could go back and give your 20-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
If I had to go back, my advice would be not to rush. Yeah, not to rush. Though, yeah, I didn't rush into marriage. But I would advise someone who is 20 years old not to rush into marriage by 20 years old. Because motherhood, you need to be mature. You need to have the strength. You need to have some attributes whereby you have the patience, the love. Now we are just 20 years and you want to get married and have children. The rest of your life, you just be a mother, a wife. So it's better you tone down, achieve some academics or some whatever you want to achieve at some point. Then from 24, 25, that's when you think about marriage. That's what I would advise myself if I were to
Okay. This question, I think I should have even asked it earlier.
I hope it's not hard.
It's not hard. But I'm scared of what you say.
Let me hear it.
Okay. What was I like as a child, and do I still possess some of those features as an adult?
Komana Katanga. From day one, you were a jumpy baby. No down moment. Very active and enthusiastic from way back, from childhood. Yeah. I remember when the teacher of grade 4 said, this child can't go to grade 5. She's going to grade 6. I was like, grade 5 is a foundation for upper primary. How can you skip my daughter? They were like, no, she'll be bored. It's better she goes to grade 6. She goes into grade 6. I'm just receiving a message from her to say, teachers registered me for examination this year. What? You're supposed to write in grade 7, not in grade 6. Oh, teacher says I can do it. Oh, mommy, girl is just 10 years old.
Mm.
I was like, anyway, she's determined. Come examination, results come out, the whole district, she comes the first one. And everyone was like, Komala Katanga as fast, Komala Katanga as fast. And she was taken on to a school which people regarded to get just the cream. And there she was very determined. The teacher was very surprised. She was the smallest person when we took her there. And she was just all over the school. Big people were crying, I want to go back home. For her, she just said, please leave me at school and go home. And we left her at school. And from that time, she's one child who, when she says, I want to do this, it happens. Her attributes they've taken on up to this time. What she wants, she follows her heart. You can't you can't revert. When she says I want this, she wants that. And that is her personality.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm at peace at least. I thought you said you said something else.
Like what?
I don't know. I was worried about what you were going to say.
I just said the truth.
Okay, so what is your happiest memory of us?
The happiest memory of us is to hold you, the doctors to come and put you on my chest
Mm-hmm.
and say, you have a baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Holding you around my chest was the happiest moment. And the feeling that I just felt, I can't describe it because each one feels different. The way I felt, I can't describe it. But that was my happiest moment.
Okay, that's nice. But me, I don't remember.
If you want one which you can remember, when we were on a trip to Tanzania,
Oh yeah,
yeah, on my graduation.
that
It
was
was
nice.
also,
Even though we had many.
many hurdles, but it was it was nice. It was
Mm.
nice being in a train on bunkers. Yeah, communicating, going to a hotel together, talking. It was one of the bonding moments after a long time.
Yeah.
It was also one of the happiest moments that you can remember.
Okay. So the next question is,
Hmm.
if you could change one thing about the way you raised me and my siblings, what would it be?
If I could change one thing, oh, what is that one thing? Hmm. Don't have regrets. I tried my best.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on Kushoma, I can say I would reverse and change one thing. Because she didn't receive the beatings the two of
Mm-hmm.
you got.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow she's naive, I can
Mm-hmm.
say. She's she's relaxed. She doesn't really have that drive that the two of you have. Yeah,
Mm.
that's I can reverse and start beating her.
I thought you would say you would reverse the beatings that you beat us.
So you I don't regret the beatings. They've yielded some some profit.
I won't say anything. It's okay. No problem. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you could go back to
Mm.
one day in your childhood,
Mhm.
what day would that be and why?
I could go back to one day in my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
That day would be the day my other mother and daddy came to pick me from my mother.
Mm-hmm.
That day, it was I don't know what I can say. It was the first time I met my other mother and daddy, and they physically drove to my mom's house to say we've come to pick Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
She has to know the other siblings, and we are taking over our school fees from onwards. That was the time I wrote my grade 7 examination.
Okay.
It's a memorable day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay. That's nice. Okay, so if you could change one thing about the way you were raised, what would it be?
If I could change one thing, I would have loved to be born in a family where I share the same mother and the same father.
Mm.
That's the thing I would want. I would have loved if I were to
Mm.
change something.
Okay. Um. Anyway, this question you already answered. You said you wouldn't change anything because this one
Mm,
is asking about me personally. If you could
mm.
change one thing about the way you raised me, what would it be?
I have no regrets.
Mm.
I raised you well.
Don't you feel like maybe at some point
Hmm.
you were more of just discipline and not love?
I think the beating was out of love. The discipline was out of love. I didn't want to bring up a spoiled brand.
Mm-hmm.
I would visit some homes whereby a child would be jumping on the table and they would say, "This is how the child is."
Mm-hmm.
What? This is how the child is? I said I wouldn't want that in my children.
Mm.
And that's why I corrected every wrong thing
Mm.
that I don't regret. I corrected.
Mm.
And it was out of love.
Okay. Next time we'll do a video where you are interviewing me and then we'll talk about this.
Let me interview you now.
No, it didn't feel like love. I felt like for a long time,
Mm.
I think we only got very close after high school
Mm-hmm.
because by then the beatings had stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So during all those beatings, I
Mm.
didn't feel that love.
Mm.
I didn't feel that love. I felt like you loved other people more than me.
That's why at one point I even took you and your brother beating you again because behind the house you started questioning if I was your real mother.
Yes, because you were beating us.
The beating wasn't like I just want to beat you for the sake of beating you and to prove that I'm a mother.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bible says, spare a rod
And spoil the
and
child.
spoil the child.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you were spoiled. What kind of life would you lead?
But I think I'm still spoiled.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're spoiled?
I think I'm a little spoiled with certain things.
Like
I'm
what?
a little spoiled.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know. But usually when people meet me, they think I'm spoiled or lazy or something. I don't know. People have assumptions of me.
I don't see the laziness. I don't see the laziness, and I wouldn't condone that in my home.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so what is the best advice you remember from your mother?
The best advice, which I value even now,
Mm.
she always said, when you're going out of the house, anywhere, put a wrapper in your handbag. Because as a girl, anything can happen. And that wrapper will save you.
Mm.
And up to now, I don't leave a wrapper wherever I'm going.
Okay. Oh, last year I went to a fellowship for service for Easter service,
Mm.
and one lady was sitting in front of me, and her dress, I don't know what happened to her dress. Luckily, I had a wrapper in my bag, and I was able to give her my wrapper.
You see what? That's what my mom meant. The dress can be torn, you can mess up as a girl.
Yeah.
There's so many things that happen. And the wrapper, please take it from my mother. Put a wrapper in your handbag. all the time?
I try sometimes, but then in this country, it's not really
It's not about the country, it's about the
the
incidents that you
person.
find yourself in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And
Mhm.
sometimes what do you call this thing? The bag that you carry. So, these days we carry small bags.
Oh,
Where
yes.
will the wrapper fit? The chitenge?
There
It
are
can't
also
fit.
shtenges that are very small. You can just roll it.
And
I
put
think
it
I
in the
brought
small
one
bag.
for you, which is very small.
Yes.
It can fit in there as long as there's something to move with.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I always feel like I'm moving with her because I'm always with that rapper. The voice always rings in my ears.
Yes.
Don't forget the rapper.
Okay. So, what parts of yourself do you see in me?
In Kushoma, in Komana Katanga. Yes. The cheeks. These these are mine.
Even this to my fake dimples.
These are mine. The smile, the determination.
Okay.
I'm a determined person, and you are determined.
I try. I try.
Yes. Yeah. What else can I say? Humor, sense of humor. You have a sense of humor. Yeah. They're still, yeah, they're still growing. So I'm yet to see more.
You're still learning.
I'm still learning the other attributes that you've taken from me. Yeah.
We will see.
We are seeing.
Okay, so what are you most proud of in your life outside of your children? Well, yes, you are proud of your children, but let's forget the children. What are you most proud about?
I'm most proud of myself, self uplifting.
Okay.
Despite my humble beginning as a primary school teacher, I told myself I'll raise high. Even if I wasn't taken to where I was supposed to be, I'll take myself there. I went for a diploma. After completing a diploma, I stayed for some years. I said it's not enough. I took myself to University of Zambia. I did my degree. In all these diploma degree, I still majored in home economics.
Okay.
Yes. Then I said, the sky is not a limit. I have to go for a master's. Because I want my children also to see that despite being a mother, you can be educated. I took myself for a master's in curriculum design and development. I know I've grown older. I can't take myself for a PhD.
You can do it.
I want to see it in my children.
You can do it.
I want to see it in my children. I don't want to study anymore.
School is tiresome.
But I'm proud. I'm proud of being a master's degree holder.
We are proud
with
of you.
A humble beginning.
We are also proud of you.
Thank you.
Very proud.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is one thing each of your children have taught you? So what have I taught you? What has Kalangu taught you? And what has Kushoma taught you?
I can start from reverse. I'll start from Kushoma.
Okay.
Yeah, in STEM education, we encourage reverse engineering. Whereby you give a child a toy, the child dismantles it and start assembling again. So I also start with the last one. Kushoma taught me to take life slow. I think that drive to say, I'm a mother, I should do this, I should beat children, I should do this. For her, she toned me down. Yeah, she toned me down, and I saw that as a mother, somehow I needed to be more embracing. than always discipline. It detached me a little bit with my other two children. So with Kushoma, there was a more of a bond than the other two. And the other reason why she was more, I got so much bonded with her, is because Komana and Kalango, they went into boarding school. And when I completed my degree, though during degree time she was with the maid most of the time and the father because I went to school. But afterwards, I stayed with her through and through until she went to a boarding school. Yeah, so she taught me to take life slow. Yes, I toned down. I came to Kalango, my baby boy. Kalango, as a baby boy, taught me patience. Baby boys can be can be notorious when they need to be naughty, you know. By the way, let me revert back to Kushoma a bit. Children, as they grow, there are some traits that we need to concentrate on as parents. When you see a child saying, I want to be this, believe them and try to tune them in that line. Every time we'd watch a movie and there are police officers there saying, I'm going to arrest you. I'm going to arrest you. Shoma will say, I want to be a policewoman to be arresting people. That was, and we were like, this girl, she wants to be a policewoman. So when she completed that school, we asked her, what do you want to do? She was like, I want to do computer engineering, but major in cybercrime. Connecting to being a policewoman. Yeah. So yeah, we should concentrate on what the children are looking at, or what they are from what their inborn traits. Yes. Coming to Kalango, my baby boy, my son. Hey, you are in church, he goes and picks a big a thing like it's a stick
or something.
And starts pointing at people. I'm going to shoot you. And he doesn't. Hey, you just come out, take a whip, beat the boy. We are really thinking, what is the inmates in this child? What is driving this child to do this? He taught me discipline. How do I discipline and bring up this child in a normal way so that it doesn't go wayward with this kind of behavior? At one time, he even broke his collarbone. We were in hospital. But boys are so notorious. They do a lot of things.
When we were at school, and he was doing wrestling with his friends.
What he saw on TV, he wanted to practice.
And then one of his friends came to call me, come and see your brother. Come and see your brother. I went and he was crying.
He was in pain. He was in pain. We had to be taken, referred to the big hospital, Invest Teaching Hospital, for them to work on his collarbone. But I've seen him at school where he is right now in Morocco. We just saw him in a military uniform saying, I've gone at a military school. I'm now Lieutenant Kalango. What? He didn't tell us. It wasn't about telling us. It was something that was in him. And he's so happy with it. He has achieved it. So I learned to have the discipline when I had my baby boy. I come to the firstborn, the one seated before me interviewing with Komana. With Komana, I learned What can I say? What can I say? I learned to be patient. I learned the patience
Mm.
with her because of what I went through, as I alluded earlier. Her health. Her health made me to have the patience to grow in faith with the Lord. Yeah, her sickness was not just her childhood. Even when she went to the secondary school at 10 years, she had terrible attacks. She used to get sick. I'd be, I'll be told to leave university to go and pick her, bring her back home. We go to UTH, they put her in machines. They would say there's nothing, the echo is okay, this child is perfectly well, but look at this child, can't even bend, can't even walk upright. She was just feeling pricks of needles in her stomach. What? A lot of things that were happening to her. Through that, I learned to be patient. I learned to persevere. I learned to trust on the Lord. And God heard us. God heard us.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
So, what advice do you have for mothers today?
The advice I have for mothers today, the first thing is don't compare your children. Each child has their own strengths, has their own weakness. Just as a mother, I've got my own strengths and my own weaknesses. An axe is big and sharp, but it can't cut hair.
Mm.
A razor blade is sharp, it can't cut a tree. So each child has their own way of growing, they have their own dreams. Let them fulfill their dreams. Give a chance to the children to explore and follow their heart. Don't predetermine their future and command to say, I just want you to do medicine. I just want you to do this. Yeah, like I didn't say what Komana wanted when she was young. Every time she was saying, I want to be a scientist. I want to be a scientist. So when she was accepted for bachelor's, she went for economics. So I was like, oh, things have changed. Well and good. She did her master's. Going into PhD, I just hear someone saying, philosophy of science and technology. I said, oh, what? Okay. So those traits are coming. So as a mother, give freedom to the children to explore and reach their goal. Those who still have their mothers living, do the best for your mother. Whatever it is, do your best for the mother. Call them, have as many photos as you can, because one day you look for a photo and you won't find it. And you won't have time, you won't have anywhere to get a
To get
photo
the
with her.
photo. Mm.
She's gone.
People will use AI.
She's gone. This AI thing, it's something else. Well, have the rapport. Be as close as you can. Let your mother be your best friend. Yes.
Okay. So, how do you feel about getting older?
Oh, I don't know what I can say, but I owe it all to God.
Mm.
Getting older and reaching this far, I owe it all to God. Because it's all because of Him that I'm here. I would have been gone a long time.
Mm.
What I've gone through is so big. Those who know me, they know what I've gone through. The
Mm.
operations that are so complicated that most people didn't go through. But God saw it fit for me to reach this far. By the way, 21st June is my birthday, and I'm turning 55. And I'll be a retired
Yeah.
officer from the
Wow.
government. I've worked for the government for 34 years.
Wow. Older than me.
Older than my child. Older than my first child, just working for the government. And I feel good to grow older and older. And it's so amazing. But I pray to God that gives me more years. I should see my grannies for all the three children.
Mm.
Yes.
Or our grandchildren.
All the three children. No, I don't want to live to your grandchildren. I don't want to trouble you when I'm too old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what brings you the most peace in your everyday life? What brings you peace?
What brings me peace is to see the people past in my hands excel.
Mm,
You had to give them skills to make them where they are. I feel peace because every person I kept, it was my desire that when this person leaves my home, they should be on their own and they should live a happy life.
mm,
And I've seen the people I've kept, unless someone who decides to live on their own and they go and mess up their lives, they're happy. And that
mm.
makes me happy.
So, how do you want to be remembered?
How I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as a person who cherishes relationships, a person who brings family together, a person who doesn't choose the rich and the poor,
Mm,
a person who loves unconditionally, a person who loved God.
okay. Okay. Before our last important part of this video,
Mm.
these are some questions from Instagram.
Hey,
Yeah, I asked people to ask some questions that they would like to ask.
hey,
So it's just
let
four.
me drink some water.
It's just four questions. Don't worry.
Mm.
It's just four questions. So the first one is,
Mm.
are all your kids alike or they are very different from one another?
In terms of appearance, in terms of attributes,
Both.
in terms of what? Okay.
Both.
In terms of appearance, the girls are a bit alike. My boy is more like taken from dad and mother. Yeah. And the girls are short, the boy is very tall. Those are the physical description of the two, of the three. But intellectually, they are all alike.
Mhm.
We have intelligent children, and we thank God for that.
I think they are better than me at math.
I don't know, because you passed your economics and yeah, you're
Yeah, I think
intelligent.
they are both better than me at
Because you
math.
did statistics and
Mm.
you had very good marks. So I think,
They are better than me at math.
unless you tell me it was coincidence.
It wasn't coincidence. I feel like I could have done better. Yes, I did well, but I could have done better if I was that good in math. But
Mm.
math, I'm not good at math. I'm good at math for business. But then if
Mm.
you have to bring all these equations, all this sin, cos, tan, all of that, no,
Mm.
no, it's not for me.
Mm. I'm not good at maths too, but the
Mm,
dad
mhm,
is very good.
mm,
That's how come he did accounts.
mhm.
Mm.
Okay, so the attributes
The
are we
attributes,
alike or very different?
the attributes, there's one attribute that the three of them are alike. They they value relationship. They value family. Um, Whenever they are home, they would tell you, take me to this one, I go and see them. Take me to this one, I go and see them, which I don't see in other children when they visit. But
Mm,
them, they would rather see my siblings. They will visit, not my siblings alone, but even my aunties, their grandma, yeah, their grandmothers, and that's one thing I appreciate in my children. They are open, and few of them they can visit any home and fit in that environment without that family complaining to say your children did this, your children refused to eat this food, your children failed to do this work. They adapt so easily. I don't know if they are bringing or it's just in them, but they are children who can visit any home and fit, and people would still say, please let this child come back for holiday because they are not troublemakers.
Okay. So, okay. Do you think you know all your children well?
Knowing all my children well, I would say yes and no.
Mm.
I'll say yes, um, because before I treat this child in a certain way, I would know that this child will react in this other way. That's the knowing I'm saying yes.
Mm.
But to really know to say this child loves this or this child has gone through this,
Mm.
somehow I would say I don't really know my children
Mm.
in a way or another. Mm.
I neither confirm nor deny this one. Okay, so someone else asked, how has being far away from your children been? How was it?
The times when I feel so lonely,
Mm.
sometimes I'll sit and even shed tears like, oof, why did I allow this? It's like I don't have any children. And to make matters worse, I'm in a different city. My husband is in a different city. So it's like living a lonely life, but you have a family.
Mm.
Yeah, it's one thing that hasn't been very easy.
Mm.
It hasn't been very easy. And I look forward to a time when five of us are together. I always picture how it's going to be. Daddy, mommy, the three children, maybe including the grandchildren.
Amen.
Whew, I look forward to such a moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's something you wish that we understood about you, or what's something you wish I understood more about you?
I wish you understood me more on the beating that you always say. Mommy used to beat us.
No.
I wish you understood to say it was out of love and not out of wanting just to beat you.
Yeah, I try to understand. Maybe I'll understand when I become a mother.
Maybe.
Yes, because
Mhm.
I receive the most beatings. Because sometimes when my brother does something, you would beat me on his behalf.
Because you didn't take responsibility of your brother.
But I was also a baby. I was also a baby. Why should I be responsible for another baby? I was also a baby. I was also a baby.
Yeah, but how can you leave your brother eating the sugar when you're there? You can't grab the sugar and hide it.
But what if I also wanted to eat the sugar? I do understand part of it. I do understand part of it.
Mm.
But as the one who received the most beatings, sometimes I don't understand. Mm.
But even on your side, on your part, what kind of mother would you really want? Would you have wanted me to be?
Mm.
What kind of mother would you wanted me to be?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
Mm.
the the discipline should have had more love in it,
Mm-hmm.
because especially I think for me,
Mm.
I'm more I'm trying to find the words. I'm more affected by words than even beatings. So
Mm.
sometimes you would say certain things to me
Mm.
and I'll be confused.
Mm.
Like one time, I don't even remember what happened. It was a very small thing. And then
Mm.
you said, "Oh, I'm so irresponsible." So I said, This woman is calling me irresponsible, but she leaves me home with her 2 kids. Why would she leave me home with 2 children if I'm irresponsible? So that would really get to me even more than the beatings. So I feel like after the beatings or the shouting, you just sit down and you say, oh, maybe what I said wasn't okay. Or, I'm not beating you because I hate you. It's because I want you to be better, and be a better human being to society. I feel like that would have helped me more.
Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't reverse it. I can't reverse it. I hope it's a learning point in future if you have your own children. Maybe take it in that line. But it's rare for a parent to apologize, though.
No, you do apologize. And this is one thing I really appreciate about you. You're able to apologize and listen when, we bring anything to you. You're able to listen and apologize. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, so the last part, I saw this in another video by a famous Nigerian, is she a content creator or influencer? Between the two. Yes.
Okay.
So she had done a video for Mother's Day, and she asked all her panelists to write letters to their mothers. So I asked you to write a letter to your mother. So I don't know if you'd like to read it yourself or I should read it for you.
I want to read it myself.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. I'm growing old. I'm using glasses. I have a letter to my moms. I had 2 mothers. Dear Mom and Mom, as Mother's Day approaches, my daughter Komana asked me to reflect on motherhood, and I could not do that without writing to the 2 women who taught me what it means to be a mother. Mommy 1, thank you for the foundation you gave me. Pardon you. To Mommy 1, thank you for the foundation you gave me life. And then you gave me lessons I only understood once I held my own babies. Your strength in the hard lessons became the map I used when it was my turn to be mother. I see you in my stubbornness, gardening, cooking, and in the way I refuse to let my children give up. I became the kind of mother who pushes and provides because I watched you do it single-handedly. Because you were, I always thank my God. To Mommy too, I never called you my stepmom because to me, you were my other mother, my second real mom. Love by blood is expected. Love by choice is extraordinary. You stepped into my life and filled gaps I did not know could be filled. You showed me that family is not just what you are born into. It's what you build patiently day by day. I was not a perfect child, but your kindness taught me that there's always room at the table. Yeah. I am proud to be your daughter because both of you, I became a mother who knows how to work hard and fear God. So thank you for the strength and love. The legacy you both gave me is alive in my children. Happy Heavenly Mother's Day to both of you. With lots of love, Patricia.
Where are the tears? I was expecting you to cry buckets. I even have tissue on standby.
Hey. They are resting with the Lord. I just celebrate their life because of them. I'm what I am, and my children are what they are.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. I
Yeah.
wish I would have learned how to cook and stuff from Grandma One because I didn't get the chance to spend time with her because she
Yeah.
departed early.
She went too early.
Mm,
My last born Kushoma never even had a glimpse of her.
mm.
Yeah. May they rest in peace, internal peace.
Amen. Amen.
Mm.
So, do you have any final word for our viewers as we come to the close of our video?
The final words to our viewers. I'd say wish happy Mother's Day to all mothers. And I wish you Mother's Day to you all. It's not easy to be a mother,
Mm.
but it's a pleasure and it's a blessing. Be a good mother, whether married or single, be a good mother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've loved having you here. I haven't laughed like this in a long time on video, so I really had a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a good guest,
Thank you so
and thank
much.
you for everything. Happy Mother's Day in advance to you.
I appreciate. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We sign
Okay.
out.
Yes, we are signing out. So don't forget to share, to
Mm.
like, and to subscribe. I hope this video blesses you, and I hope you learn one or two things and have a laugh as well as you watch this video. So, God bless you. See you in the
Bye.
next ones. Bye bye.